Hello, hello, hello. My name is Axel Cannon, and this is Stupid Game Experiments. In this video, I want to talk about the hashtag 100 Days of Game Dev Challenge in the indie game dev community. I briefly mentioned both of these at the end of my video yesterday about how I deal with game dev burnout, but I found this cool little semi-secret on YouTube today that made me want to do a full video dedicated to talking about both of them in more detail. So here we go. For those of you that don't know, hashtag 100 Days of Game Dev is a challenge over on Twitter where the goal is to do something related to game development and post a tweet about it every day for 100 days. Andrew, over at Pixelated Papercuts, just finished his first 100 days yesterday, but he plans to keep going until he finishes his game, Swooping Justice, even if it takes him until day 500. He has a whole video up talking about the challenge itself, his first 100 days, and all the benefits he got out of it. So you should definitely check that out if you want to learn more about the challenge. I'll put a link to it down in the description. I decided to join him in the hashtag 100 Days of Game Dev Challenge as he starts his next 100 days, which starts today, July 28th. If you haven't started the challenge yet, you should absolutely join us. Even if you're watching this video after the 28th, you should still feel free to jump in. This is a challenge anyone can start at any time, and there's plenty of other developers that are already in the middle of their challenges, so go ahead and jump in whenever you happen to stumble upon this. Here's something you might not know though. While hashtags are a pretty well-established thing over on Twitter, they're kind of like orphan children here on YouTube. However, that may be going to change. vidIQ did a whole video on this that I'll link to down in the description. However, really quickly, here's how hashtags work. If you put hashtags in your description, the first few hashtags will show up near your title. Those links will take you to a landing page for that hashtag. When vidIQ made their video a few months ago, that was the only way to get to this landing page. However, now, if you search for a hashtag, the link to that landing page will be at the top of the search results. This is an indication that YouTube is at least investing some work into them. So when I was watching Pixelated Papercuts' video about hashtag 100 Days of Game Dev, out of curiosity, I clicked on the hashtag to open the landing page. As you might have expected, what I found was a page that didn't have much going on. There's less than 100 videos with this hashtag. Now when you look at this, you might not see anything worth taking note of. However, when I look at this, I see an untouched piece of YouTube real estate that is ripe for being developed. Obviously, this would require time and effort on the part of a group of dedicated creators. They'd have to not only create content for the hashtag, but also train their audiences to go check out that hashtag. Like I said, this would take time and effort to develop, but let's be honest, there aren't any opportunities left on YouTube that don't require time and effort to take advantage of if those ever really existed in the first place. But still, I don't really know if very many creators would be into that kind of group effort. On a surface level, this is understandable. As solo developers, we tend to lean toward focusing on our own efforts, and we all have enough work to do already that we don't need to add contributing to a community project that doesn't have an immediate payoff. I probably have more time than most to dedicate to this channel, and even still, it can be a struggle just to get out a video or work on my own projects, let alone have time to support other creators and devs in the community. So it's understandable that struggling creators may not want to invest time and effort into this sort of group project. However, this actually begs a whole different question. Let's forget YouTube hashtags and participation in the game development community for a minute. Ask yourself this: do you have the available time and effort necessary just to become a successful indie game dev? This alone is no small feat. Just developing a game requires you to do programming, create artwork, create the sound effects, etc., etc. On top of that, you have to handle the marketing, including all the social media accounts, manage the finances, and handle customer support. That's a lot of skills to develop to become successful. And it's worth taking a moment and being honest with yourself and asking, do I have what it takes to do all of that on my own? Now, I'm not trying to discourage anyone from pursuing indie game development. In fact, it's just the opposite. I'm trying to suggest that for many of us, the road to success as indie game developers isn't through going solo, but through finding a team of people to be a part of. A team of people that can divide the work up between each other, specializing in their individual areas, and potentially achieve more together than they could working alone. It's worth thinking about this route as a possibility because it changes the focus of where you put your time and effort. When your goal becomes to be part of a team of people working on games together, your priorities change a little bit. Developing your own games and creating your own content is still important because they help develop your skills and demonstrate to potential future partners that you have a good work ethic. However, participating in the community and helping other game developers out also becomes important because it demonstrates your ability to work with other people and to contribute to the benefit of the group rather than just focusing on what immediately benefits you. To be clear, I'm not advocating one path or the other. Maybe solo development will be your road to success, or maybe you just prefer to do things on your own. That's cool. All I'm suggesting is that if you haven't considered it yet, maybe ask yourself if being part of a game development team is a better means for you to achieve the success you are after than trying to do everything as a solo developer. And if you decide that it might be a better route for yourself, consider how that might affect where you invest your time and energy. In the short term, you'll likely keep doing a lot of the same things you're already doing. However, you should also focus on investing quality time building relationships with other indie game developers and finding ways to participate in collaborative projects that let you develop your teamwork skills and see who you work well with. It's something worth thinking about as you continue on your game dev journey. Also, you should be sure to like this video and share it with other solo game devs who you think might make good team members. I am, of course, only suggesting this purely out of a desire to help the community, and not at all as a means of my own personal benefit. Also, let me know down in the comments if you're going to be joining in the hashtag 100 Days of Game Dev Challenge, or if you're already participating. I want to see what all you're working on over the next 100 days as well. While you're down there, you can also take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my hashtag 100 Days of Game Dev misadventures. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.